Donald Trump is dead is trending on Twitter this morning. Donald Trump did have a massive bruise on his hand recently, and Donald Trump's vice president said yesterday that he was ready to take charge of the presidency in case something horrible happened.
Now, there are rumors circulating about the sudden death of U.S. President Donald Trump. This speculation gained traction on social media after Trump has not been seen in public for the past 48 hours, with many suggesting he may be dead. Reports claim that Trump was recently diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency after visible swelling and bruises were noticed, and many believe this condition may have worsened, with the White House possibly delaying an official announcement. Although these claims are unverified, what has further fueled the speculation is a recent interview Vice President J.D. Vance granted to NBC, where he subtly suggested that he is prepared to step in as president if, God forbid, it happens. Interestingly, this interview aired less than 24 hours ago. What's even more shocking, and making these rumors scarier, is the fact that the flag at the White House is currently being flown at half-staff. Here are some reactions from Americans to the purported rumored death of President Donald Trump.
Bro, he may really be gone, like actually dead, which would kind of make sense of why he randomly brought up, like, man, I'm trying to go to heaven all of a sudden, where it's like, you've never spoke like that before. But now, the rumors are spreading. He was not seen at all today, and he has nothing scheduled for the entire weekend, nothing scheduled on Monday. 0 appearances. Then J.D. Vance suspiciously said this during his interview. God forbid there's a terrible tragedy. It was just like, one of them like pre-programming things like, hey, get ready. Now, obviously, this is all speculation, but like, Donald's a hater. He always be watching. So as soon as people would be saying like, oh, we think he may be dead, I think that he would immediately make a truth post like, no, I'm still here, bitches. I don't know what y'all think this was. I see y'all on Monday. National Guard is on the way. The speculations really started to pick up the pace when people started to notice how bad his hand was getting. People remember Queen Elizabeth was seen with the same exact type of bruised hand. She died 2 days later. Making its waves on social media. More and more people are like, wait a second. No, hold on. We think he really may be dead. Everybody on the timeline talk about it without actually saying it. I'm here saying it out loud. Spoke to a reporter, president is dead. He just fucking died. Now, no source. I have no idea if that's true or not. But it's weird that he has not said anything. I'm surprised his people haven't just been like, you guys are idiots. Shut the fuck up. Obviously, he's not dead. Like, usually they love making people look stupid. Like, they love to call people stupid. But all of a sudden, it's just like radio silence. And now I'm just sitting here scratching my head like, wait a second. It would kind of make sense. Where it's like, oh, yeah, that's why he was like, nah, I'm about to Sims mode this shit. Ballroom over there. Hold on, I got the Mar-a-Lago. Man, bring them poles up. Yup. Rose garden, forget that. Concrete. I need an event. I'm about to do something to the roof, too. He's going to pop out the color like peroxide in Trump fashion, or, I mean, we never hear from him again. He dead. And then J.D. Vance, I guess, takes over. That's not a good sign. One thing, though, whether he dead or alive, that's going to be an interesting Labor Day weekend, because some people are going to be celebrating and some people are going to be crying over their barbecue. We going to see.
Donald Trump is dead. That's right. Donald Trump is now dead. Or is he? Well, we don't really know. See, the fact is that he hasn't been seen since Tuesday. The Simpsons are already predicting that he's dead and that J.D. Vance is going to be the president. And True Social posts are very weird and unlike Donald Trump. And despite all of this controversy, Donald Trump has not come out on record to say whether or not he's dead. He's got the bruises on his hand just like the Queen of England had, and she died 2 days later. He has completely cleared his entire schedule. He has 0 video appearances and is not even going to attend his own golf tournament at one of his golf courses, which is very odd for the president. The question really is...
So if you're not on Twitter, let me go ahead and give you an update. Everybody thinks that Donald Trump is dead. There have been anonymous sources saying that he was on hospice and that he wasn't going to survive the night. He has no scheduled appearances for this whole weekend. He has not been seen in public since last Wednesday. The White House live news has been paused and said that it will resume on the 30th. And there have been a lot of psychics that predicted that it would happen like Labor Day weekend. But, so yeah, that's what I'm here to say. There is suspected news that Donald Trump may be dead. And all I have to say is that I've seen a bunch of quotes online that have said, like, live your life in such a way so that half the internet isn't planning block parties if you may be unalived. And that's how I feel. Like, if he is, that would be a great gift to humanity, to the world, and to the United States. And if he's not, we're just gonna keep on holding on to hope.
I got up this morning to check in my timeline, seeing everybody talking about Trump died. Now, I don't know if Trump died, you feel me? These are just speculations. But at the same time, Trump got that bruise on his hand, the same bruise the Queen had before she passed away. And they saying that it's like a chronic, disease that he have in his body with his veins and stuff, which causing his hands and his legs to swell, as y'all can see. You feel me? But what y'all think? Like, this shit crazy. Trump ain't been posting. He ain't being seen right now, so everybody kind of confused. Nobody knows if he dead or not. But how do y'all feel if he is? Do y'all think things will get better or things will get worse like it did when Joe Biden got in office? Because me personally, I feel like things got a little worse when Joe Biden got in office, but, Trump is Trump at the end of the day. I ain't got really nothing much to say about that. I ain't got nothing bad to say about either parties as much, but how y'all feel about it? I don't really get into all that politics stuff. I just go off what I see.
I told you Donald Trump was going to die on the 28th, and I told you it would only come out on the 29th or the 30th because he's such a big influencer. It just came to me. I was sat here and it came to me. Guys, was I right? Get NBC News on the call. Get Fox News on the call. Oh my God.
I opened TikTok today and I was scrolling and I see all these videos about Trump being gone or whatever. And I don't know if it's a rumor or not. Hopefully it's not true. But I was going through the comment sections on some of these videos and they were absolutely disgusting, dude. Like, I can't even believe people think like that. It really amazes me. That's so bad.
Donald Trump is dead is trending on Twitter this morning. Donald Trump did have a massive bruise on his hand recently, and Donald Trump's vice president said yesterday that he was ready to take charge of the presidency in case something horrible happened. There was also a news article saying Trump died at 79. To many people, those four things combined made it sound like Donald Trump is dying or dead. But that news article is fake, and Trump's vice president was saying he's ready to take over in the context of Trump's attempted assassination last year. Donald Trump is alive and relatively well right now in the White House. Another thing of note is that Trump does not have any meeting on his public schedule for the weekend. This is what happens most weekends. It's rare for Trump to have weekend events unless they coincide with a major holiday like Easter. We do know that Donald Trump has a chronic medical condition, and that's what caused the grossness on his hand.